Yo, what's good, man? This is your boy at DFSMasterMind _ over on Twitter. Thank you for clicking on the video. Today's date is May the 5th. We're wrapping up Cinco de Mayo. Happy Cinco de Mayo for those of you that's celebrating. Yeah, man, I'm gonna give you a little recap, man. My day to day, I didn't put out a video. I've been at work all day. Just got off, man. It is 11:30 right now. I wanted to go ahead and make a video for tomorrow's early slate. I don't want to go too many days without putting out a video. I got a little free time, so I'm gonna go ahead and put out this early slate. And then on the main slate, man, just try to do your best. Do your best to find a sorry pitcher in a good ballpark and attack that, man. Stack that team. That is what we want to do. But I'm gonna discuss these 3 games with you. The first game we got, we have Boston versus Minnesota Twins. Implied run total 5.4 to 4.3. Starting pitchers will be Rick Porcello versus Nick. I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. I don't even know who this guy is. So automatically, Vegas is telling me this is the highest team total for the early games, 5.4. That's pretty high, man. That's close to Rockies numbers, Coors Field numbers. Whenever we see that, the blinkers should go off, man. Like we need to attack this guy. Now, given the fact that it's his first start, these batters have not seen him, there's always that slight chance, man, probably like 1 to 85 chance that he could go off. I don't see that happening though. So a Boston stack is definitely in play. I wanted to go ahead and put that out there. I mean, like I said, I'm sure it's his first start, and I don't have too much information about him. So I'm just, we do have this on the 6th of 6/24. He pitched 4 innings. I'm not even sure what team he was on. Pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 earned runs. And that's the only information we have on this guy. Now, if you want to do some digging, man, you can go to like FanGraph, type in his information, and it'll pull up some of his stats, tell you his K rate, hard hit percentage, things like that. But one thing I know, he's going up against a really solid offense in the Boston Red Sox. Vegas is telling me they're going to pound this man. So a Boston stack, man, is looking pretty juicy for the early slate. But remember, man, with 3 games, we gotta find different spots, man. We have to. Nobody wants to tie for the money. Nobody wants to split prizes. So you got to get a little more diverse, man. If everybody's going to be attacking Mookie Betts and Benintendi and Pedroia, go a little contrarian, man. Go like Leon and Bradley and Rutledge. Do a different stack, man. You don't have to do the basics. But yeah, Boston, these bats, you're going to definitely need some of them, I feel like. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to the next game. Next game, we got the Blue Jays versus Tampa Bay Rays. We all know these teams play each other a lot. Implied run total 3.7 to 3.9. Marcus Estrada versus Jake Odorizzi. From this game, man, I would be, myself personally, I'm leaning towards going with Estrada as my starting pitcher. The Tampa Bay Rays, man, they're iffy. They're really iffy. They either have it on a night or they don't. Like, it's either really good for them or it's going to be terrible. I got a pimple right there, man. Y'all see that? Bow. I just got sidetracked. But I think we can definitely, Marcus Estrada has been pitching really well. Marco Estrada, not Marcus. I'm thinking of Marcus Stroman. But he's been pitching really well, man. He's been showing a lot of command. And I think these Tampa Bay Ray bats, we can definitely target. Longo, man, he's been looking terrible. I hate to say that, man, because he's one of those names and he's one of those players that he can turn it on anytime he feels like it. But right now he cannot find it. And Estrada has it right now, man. So out of the pitchers that we have for tomorrow, man, I'm keying in on him. But it's iffy, man, because you got to figure out who's gonna be the chalk. But I'll get to the next game here in a second. But Jake Odorizzi, I don't want any of him, even though the implied run total for the Rays are a little lower than they are for the Blue Jays. I think the Blue Jays had a good night tonight, man. Morales, he hit a couple bombs. They had a pretty decent total. I'm hoping people will fall for the Toronto bats, still suck, and stack up on Jake Odorizzi. And I'm gonna be that guy with some Boston bats and then some Blue Jay bats, man. And hopefully that takes me to the top. But yeah, man, Odorizzi, he's decent. Like I said, he's decent. He is an option. I mean, in a 3-game slate, everybody's an option. But myself personally, I think I'm going to steer clear of that. And also, I'm going to avoid these Ray bats. I think that they just strike out too much. And if I had to pick anybody, if I had to do a one-off, I want to say Tim Beckham, just because he's been running so hot. But he don't have the platoon split tonight or tomorrow night. He won't be leading off. He won't see as many at bats. So I can talk myself out of him. Yeah, man. So that's gonna do it for that game. Next game, we got Cleveland Indians versus the Royals. We got Jake Tomlin versus Jason Vargas. Now Vargas was gonna be the other pitching option. He's been showing his stuff, man. He's had the sauce so far this season, man. He's been pitching really, really well. But I think the Cleveland bats, they're too dangerous, man. They're way too dangerous. A lot of these batters are switch hitters. I'm gonna avoid this situation, man. Even though I think the K stuff will be there, man. I think he's been pitching decent enough to be an option, man, to be okay. I see him ending up with around 28 to 30 points. That's FanDuel. DraftKings, it'll be a little lower. But yeah, man, Josh Tomlin, I don't want any of him. He's too inconsistent. He walks a lot of batters. K stuff is not as good as like the Salazars and some of his other pitching staff. But yeah, man, overall synopsis from this slate, we got 3 games, man. You don't want to go super chalky to where you end up with the same lineups as everybody. You gotta I'm struggling. Differentiate yourself in some type of way, man. Like you don't want to have. I think a lot of people are just gonna do Betts, Pedroia, Benintendi, and like a Hanley as a Boston stack, and then pitching will be Odorizzi or Porcello. Which I think that's straight, man. That's decent. But we all know, man, we have to take chances on these small slates. This is one thing that I pride myself on. I love being able to analyze the chalk and then go in just another safe spot, man. You don't have to get the chalk to win. So that's what I'm going to do tomorrow, man. So I'm going to give y'all my game plan. My top pitcher for tomorrow is going to be Marco Estrada. I keep saying Marcus. Marco Estrada. I'm gonna have a few Boston bats in there. Anybody I'm definitely leaning on. I'll have to look at the rest of my first base options. I kind of want to get a little Hosmer action, man, on the Royals side. But I think my top first baseman is gonna be Mitch Moreland. He leads the league in doubles, man. I see a lot of people getting on base against this young buck. And I think Mitch Moreland, he's going to have a ton of RBIs tomorrow. Hanley Ramirez is in a good spot as well. He's starting to get hot, starting to get his bat going. But yeah, I'm going to definitely sprinkle in a couple of these Boston bats. And then I'm gonna look at these Toronto bats, man. They have the lowest total as far as the 3 games for tomorrow. I think they'll be very low on. And I don't believe in Odorizzi, man. I really don't. So I'm going to have a few Boston bets. And I actually think a couple of these lefties from Minnesota can get to Rick Porcello. He's not overpowering at all. He finds a way to get himself out of trouble. So I'm going to look at a few of these Minnesota bats. And then I'm going to sprinkle in a couple of these Cleveland bats and then Royal bats. And when I say sprinkle in, I'm going to be everywhere. I don't think I'm doing an all-out stack. I'm going to just try to find good hitters at the position. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wrap it up and give you my top 3 bats for tomorrow's slate. Early only, I'm going to do Mitch Moreland as my top first baseman. And then let's see, man. I think I'm going Batista, man, as one of my outfielders. I think Jose Batista's starting to heat up, man. He's playing pretty decent. It's only a matter of time, man. I promise. It's only a matter of time. We can look at him, and then I definitely got to give me some. Cisco. I got to give me some Lindor action. So I'm going to pay up at shortstop. I think he's in a really, really solid spot. A couple one-offs, man. Like I said, I really do like Hosmer. I think he's in a decent spot. Mike Moustakas is in a good spot. I think we can look at Max Kepler. Catcher option, we can definitely look at Castro versus Porcello. These Ray bats, man, I'm looking at them, man, to see if I like anybody, but I'm not seeing too much that I really like, so I think I'm going to avoid them for the most part. But yeah, man, I'm going to wrap it up, dude. I know this video is probably trash. Hopefully it helps, man. I just wanted to put this out, man, to stay consistent. Y'all know my spiel. Thanks to everybody that's been subscribing, been liking my videos. I really do appreciate the love. Let me get through this weekend, man, with my doubles, and I promise I'm going to come right back with this content every day, man. I got to give it to you. And we're going to dive deep in. I didn't have too much to work with tonight, but yeah, hopefully this helped, man. Y'all bless up. Hopefully y'all get to the cash line tonight. Cash out, get to the green line. Have a good day tomorrow. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Signing out, man. At DFS Mastermind. Let's get it.